It was like the other guy was saying, baby, well, baby, do you know what you've done? And like I said, I'm not saying that people who are queer, fag, gay, or whatever you want to call them, homosexuals, that they're going to hell, but this was just a couple that I just basically seen. That's basically it. And as I moved on to another level, I saw, it's still in this underworld, men and women in these black robes, which I later found out they were the pre-Adamic race, which were the demons of today. Used to be human beings years ago. If you remember that ice age where the meteorite, or they wanted to say a volcano, but it had covered the sun with whatever covered the sun, and it turned the earth into a formless void full of ice. And this is what they call the ice age. Well, that was the race that was destroyed years ago. Okay? And as I moved up to another level, but within that level where these demons were, was brass, black table with kind of a crystal ball sphere, whatever you want to call it, where they could see everything on earth. Moved up to another level, and I had a chance to see all these people. I guess you could call it paradise, because the trees were withered away. The water was like pitch black, like tar black. But before I had a chance to even go to all these levels, I had a chance to see two beasts, two creatures, which I later found out was Gog and Magog years later. But if you think about it historically, I think that's two places within somewhere on this earth. I'm sure it's in the Middle East, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But when I saw all these people that were there suffering and stuff, I kind of didn't understand at the point, but now I understand later. But I asked this lady, why are these people down there? Well, she told me that these were the people who had disobeyed against the Holy One. I guess they're the ones who didn't listen or didn't care or whatever. And they're the ones who were sent there, or should I say, probably for judgment. Okay, later on, we moved on up, and I saw everything in this miraculous place. It was just lit up. If you want to call heaven, or if you want to call the temple, or whatever you want to call it. Well, I saw it on each side there were pews, like pews in a church, where people were sitting on these pews. Then I saw straight ahead this stone pew-like, a pulpit, if you want to call it, like a preacher has, where they had this stone golden book, which later on I found out it was the book of life. But I couldn't see the names because the names were blurry. Then they had these gates, and it would sound like a thunderous type of voice that says, enter. So I went on in. I saw a long line of people. I mean, people of many races, many colors. I mean, just you name it. And they had this young man who was a dark-skinned brother, African-American if you want to call it. He had a goatee, and I wanted to touch it. And just all of a sudden, I did have that chance to touch that goatee. And then everybody started kind of touching my face, my chest. I guess that's how we were greeting people.